Hey everybody, this is dHunter bringing another action figure collection video. This is going to be episode 15 of dHunter's complete unopened Batman action figure collection. This is going to feature Kenner's Legends of Batman figures. I had a lot of these as a kid, a lot of nostalgia involved with this line. This is the first time we really got a Nightwing or Azrael action figure. I don't have all the figures and vehicles from this line. I believe I'm missing one basic figure from the regular version, one deluxe figure, and then I think two figures from the Warner Brothers exclusive repainted versions. In this video, we'll take a look at each of the figures wave by wave. We'll look at everything that I have unopened, and we'll look at what little I have open from this line. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you want to see how big and extensive my unopened Batman action figure collection is, check out episode 1, the overview. There will be a link in the description below. So, let's see how we got to this point. Before we dig into this video, let's take a quick look at my overall action figure collection. Here's when I had everything laid out in the house. So I think I've finally done it. I've unpacked all of the figures. As you can see here, we have the Diamond Select Toys Gotham collection. Here's a bunch of my Mezco unopened figures. Some more Mattel stuff. Here's the Legends of the Dark Knight line. This is the Batman Power Attack line. Sort of Batman Unlimited. All my Justice League Unlimited stuff. This is the entire DC Direct and DC Collectibles Arkham collection. Mattel's 1966 line. DC Superhero Girls. All the different NECA Batman figures, some Target exclusive line, all the amazing Yamaguchi figures back there, some Spin Master stuff, the Mattel Batman Missions line. Of course, in the very back, it's my entire comic collection with all the recent McFarlane releases in front. And above that, got a bunch of DC Direct and Mattel figures in the last several years. Moving on, pretty much the entire Mattel's The Batman line. Back here in the back, got my SH Figure Arts Batman figures. This side, we've got all the different Mattel Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins figures. Massive amount of piles. Back here we've got the DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series figures, and a lot of them are on top as well. Can't wait to get to that video. That one and the Arkham collection and DC Universe Classics. Some videos I'm really excited to do. Here are the Mattel figures. I can see the Batman Legacy, Batman Unlimited. It goes all the way from the original Batman line. Here's the Batmobile. And it's going to go all the way to DC Superheroes, DC Universe Classics, and Multiverse. A ton of figures. Great era with Mattel. Fun stuff. But I do like what McFarlane's doing. But I do miss these days, that's for sure. Going back to Kenner and Hasbro. Ton of Batman Beyond. Batman the Animated Series stuff. I mean, that just seemed endless to go through. My word. Look at these piles of unopened figures. Batman Animated Series continues all the way back here. Absolute ton of stuff just stacked up. On top of this table here, got all the Mafex figures and a bunch of one-offs. Some Hasbro, some McFarlane, or Mattel rather, anniversary figures. Amazing Yamaguchi, Kia Asima, all kind of different import type stuff. Then we've got JLA and Total Justice figures. And then on to all the rest of the DC Direct stuff. Bunch of DC Direct Batman related figures. Some more chill in the back here. And I filled up all these shelves temporarily, just storing all these DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And it's almost done. Here's the Mattel Batman Brave and the Bold line. I did not realize how extensive that got. And a ton more Brave and the Bold down here. Moving on again. some old Toy Biz, Super Friends, and DC superhero figures, leading into the Dark Knight collection. Then we'll go to the Batman Returns figures. And then, of course, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, it's a bunch of different Batcaves, and some more animated stuff in the back there. So here's Wave 1 of Legends of Batman. I am missing one figure from this wave, and that is Power Guardian Batman. In front of you, we have Crusader Batman, Cyborg Batman, Future Batman, Nightwing, Nightquest Batman, Catwoman, and the Joker. It's a pretty impressive lineup for a wave of action figures, especially from old school Kenner. I mean, we have Batman, Nightwing, Azrael, Catwoman, Joker, quite a bit of different characters. And one could even argue the future Batman is more than likely not Bruce Wayne. So let's take a look at these figures, one half at a time. So here's the first half of Wave 1. As a kid, I definitely had Future Batman and Nightwing. I remember Future Batman, I very specifically remember that accessory, that sort of wing flight pack thing. And then Nightwing, it was a big deal getting a Nightwing figure as a kid. He was prominent in the comics, and they'd never made one before, and he was more or less in a standard looking outfit. So let's take a look at the package. First one here, it's Crusader Batman. You can see an old price tag from KB Toys. Rest in peace. It was $8, marked down to $5. Crusader Batman with powerful punching action. Comes with a collector's card, kind of similar to what McFarlane's doing. Legends of Batman. This was based off the comics and a lot of Elseworld stories. This is sort of their standard Batman. He's in the blue, black coloring. He comes with, yet again, that repainted Racial Glow missile launcher from Batman the Animated Series. I didn't have this Batman as a kid. Kind of surprised I didn't. He's a regular looking Batman. I'm sure my parents just thought, he has so many Batman figures, we don't need to give him another one. And they were right. I was much more interested in getting Nightwing and Azrael and the other characters. The back, you can see how the accessory works. It's a simple missile launcher. And then there's a checklist with the rest of Wave 1. A lot of cool stuff in there. We have the Batmobile, a Catwoman in a purple suit that looks pretty normal, Azrael, Batman on a horse, a Batcycle. Next we have Cyborg Batman with light-up eye and laser weapon. Collector's card, Legends of Batman. I don't believe I had him as a kid, although I definitely remember my friend of mine did. Face is pretty cool. Backside, once again, just a missile launcher, and the rest of the figures. Here is Future Batman with pop-up arrow power wings. Collector's card, Legends of Batman. It's a pretty cool, unique looking Batman. Doesn't have a mouth that's covered up. He has these wings that could sort of spring out in the open or fold down. And then a little sort of weapon accessory. Backside, you can see how his wings would work. And the rest of the figures. I always thought Future Batman was kind of cool. I was able to use him as a non-Bruce Wayne Batman. And then we've got Nightwing. Like I said, this is a big deal to me. Nightwing with Super Strike with rocket launcher. Collector's card. Nightwing, he's got that yellow thing around his chest. It's actually removable. Missile launcher. His pre-pose state was pretty annoying, but I was still really happy to get a Nightwing. Backside, once again, a simple missile launcher. And the rest of the figures. And of these 4 figures, Nightwing's the only one that I have loose as an adult. And the rest of Wave 1, this will consist of Nightquest Batman, Catwoman, and the Joker. As a kid, pretty sure I had all 3 of these. Nightquest Batman to me was a big deal because it was Azrael, who's kind of a villain, kind of a Batman sidekick at the same time. And this Catwoman here, she looks regular. In the 90s, Catwoman was wearing a purple suit, so this worked pretty good for that purpose. And the Joker, he has that large Joker mouth accessory, bang gun, and he looks like a pretty standard Joker as well. Nightquest Batman with Super Flex cape and blazing missile. collector's card, and here he is in the package. The giant wingspan, the red suit. He's got a missile launcher with a sort of fiery missile. Backside, you can see simple missile launcher and the rest of the figures. Catwoman with quick climber claw and capture net. Collector's card. Catwoman in a purple suit. She has a large claw with a rope attached. She also has a backpack with sort of zipline feature, whip, and a net. Purple outfit, pretty standard looking Catwoman. Pleased with that. Backside, you can see she's got a backpack that will attach. She can zipline up, and then she has a net to capture Batman and the rest of the figures. Then we have the Joker with snapping jaw, collector's card, Joker, pistol with bang coming out, mouth accessory, kind of regular looking Joker, a little bit of wild hair. Backside, you can see how the accessory works. You can push on the back and it opens the mouth, and the rest of the figures. Here are the figures from Wave 2. Got a little bit bigger. Huge Elseworlds theme here. We have Viking Batman, Dark Warrior Batman, Samurai Batman, Buccaneer Batman, Longbow Batman, Crusader Robin, First Mate Robin, Ultra Armor Batman, Night's End Batman, and the Riddler. I had several of these as a kid, and I had a lot of the Elseworld stories as well. I wasn't too interested in all the different extreme versions of Batman, but I definitely wanted that Night's End Batman and the Riddler. Let's check out half the wave first. So here's the first half of Wave 2. These are all the different Bat variants. As a kid, I don't think I had any of these Bat variants. These were the sort of crazy, non-normal Batmans. And as an adult, I don't have any either. But I guarantee I have all the Elseworld books that these are based off of. So let's take a look at them. Starting off with Viking Batman with swinging battle axe action. Collector's card. You can see the Elseworlds logo here. Legends of Batman. Viking Batman's got a shield, little axe. Very gimmicky. Definitely not your traditional type of Batman. And none of these are. You can see the accessories. Holds him. It looks like you can sort of swing him around. And then a bunch of figures from the first and second wave. This is Dark Warrior Batman with slamming mace action. Collector's card. Another KB Toys price tag. He's got this swinging mace. Not your traditional Batman accessory. Purple outfit. Kind of armored mask. Elseworlds logo. And backside, you can see how his accessory works. Sort of like a shield and a mace. Then we've got Samurai Batman with slashing sword and spiked club. Collector's card. This very large spiked club. Then he has a sword. Cool samurai-esque Batman. And he looks cool, but not practical at all. You can see how the accessory works and the rest of the figures. This is Buccaneer Batman with slamming mace action and pirate sword. Completely different kind of mace and sword. Pirate Batman, Pirate Special Edition, Elseworlds. Back, you can see him using his accessories and a ton of other figures. Here is Longbow Batman with arrow slinging assault. Collector's card. He's got a quiver of arrows, a little knife, actual bow and arrow. Very appropriate for Longbow Batman. On the back, you can see him using his bow and arrow and the rest of the figures. And here's the second half of Wave 2. We've got First Mate Robin, Crusader Robin, Ultra Armor Batman, Night's End Batman, and the Riddler. First Mate Robin with blasting cannon and cutlass sword. Collector's card. Got the new Pirate Special Edition Robin. Should go good with your Pirate Batman and Pirate Joker. Sword. Little missile launcher type thing. A little cannon. Backside. You can see him using the accessories. Simply a sword and a missile launcher. Bunch of other figures. This is Crusader Robin with fire and crossbow and battle shield. Collector's card. Old school Crusader Robin. Pretty cool looking crossbow. Little bat shield. And then a little helmet. Backside. You can see him using the accessories. Ultra Armor Batman with blasting battle cannon. He has that same racial gold missile launcher, it looks like. Now, I didn't have this as a kid. I had the other version. They're very similar. This one's just painted more gray versus black. Backside, simply firing his missile launcher and the rest of the figures. This is Night's End Batman with aerial torpedo launcher. Collector's card. This is Azrael in his bat armor, the blue version. I definitely had this as a kid. Once again, he was pre-posed in an awful position, but it was really cool to have this figure. Little missile launcher thing. Here's the missile launcher being fired, and the rest of the figures. Then we have the Riddler with a firing question mark launcher. Collector's card. Riddler here in a standard outfit. He has this large question mark launcher thing. He was also pre-posed in a horrible sort of sitting position. Here he is firing the missile launcher and the rest of the figures. As an adult, I've got this Riddler loose lying around. Pretty sure I also have the Night's End Batman, but I wasn't able to easily locate him. Here's wave 3 of the basic figures. Not sure why it's so small, it only has 2 figures. We have Gladiator Batman and the Laughing Man Joker. Another pirate figure to add to your Batman and Robin. Gladiator Batman with spear launcher. Collector's card. Batman with a little missile launcher. And the missile launcher is stuck in his hand. Pretty annoying. Backside, you can see him able to fire the missile. And a bunch of other figures. The Laughing Man Joker with powerful Gatling gun action. Collector's card. He's got this large missile launcher. New Pirate Special Edition. Will be pretty cool to have all 3 of them as a set. Backside, simply missile launcher. Rest of the figures. Here are the 2 packs from this line. We have Egyptian Batman and Egyptian Catwoman, and then Pirate Batman and Pirate Two-Face. Both these packages have a theme. They match, which is pretty cool. Egyptian Batman, Egyptian Catwoman, The Dark Knight battles his feline foe, 2 collector's cards, Elseworlds, and here are the 2 figures. Gimmicky, but cool nonetheless. They both come with these headdresses. Backside, you can see them fighting each other, and a bunch of other figures. Some pretty cool vehicle type things. Very extreme looking Skybat. Then we have Pirate Batman and Pirate Two-Face, a sword-swinging duel between good and evil. 2 collector's cards, and here are the figures. Pretty cool to add Two-Face to your Pirate Batman, Robin, and Joker. New Pirate Special Edition. Backside, you can see the 2 figures dueling, and a bunch of other figures from the line. Here are the deluxe figures from the line. I am missing Energy Surge Batman. In front of you we have Silver Knight Batman, Flight Pack Batman, and Desert Knight Batman. I believe I had Flight Pack Batman as a kid. I remember that large Flight Pack accessory, trying to use it with other Batman figures. Silver Knight Batman with smashing battle axe and sword action. Collector's card. It's a metallic looking shiny Batman. Once again, pre-posed in a horrible position to hold the swords. Sword, shield, and mace type accessory. Deluxe. Battle metallic armor. Back. Someone just holding his weapons. And a bunch of other figures. Flight Pack Batman with battle ready jet wing action. Collector's card. Large flight pack there. Could open up, put the figure in there. It's actually a really cool accessory. Deluxe. Battle metallic armor. You can see the wings sort of. You can open them up, put the figure in there, and then shut them on top of him. It looks really cool, and it fit on some of the other figures as I recall. And here's Desert Knight Batman. with whirling scimitar swords and double battle axes. Collector's card. Here he is, a bunch of different weapons. Not really your traditional bat-type weapons. Whirling metallic swords, deluxe collection. Backside, somebody holds accessories. And a bunch of other figures. Then we have some vehicles. This is the Batcycle. It does have a Batman permanently attached to it. Reminds me of the Batman Animated Series Batcycle, the way they did that. Batcycle with real motorized hyperspeed. Batman's on here, and it looks like they may have used a lot of parts from the animated series. Switch in front of the bike, the head of the figure. I could be wrong. Super wheelie power. No batteries required. Back, you can see Batman, and he has a sort of wheelie function, and a bunch of other figures. Now we have the Batmobile with a missile detonator and quick lift canopy. Now, considering how outlandish this line was, this is a pretty standard looking Batmobile. Silver, got some bat fins. Batmobile with missile detonator and quick lift canopy. Legends of Batman. See the missile firing out. A little warning. Kenner. Top. You can see the missile firing, the canopy coming up. One side of the package. History of Legends of Batman and the Batmobile. Other side, simply a picture of the Batmobile. The back looks just like the front. And the bottom, not much else going on here. And I do have this Batmobile loose as well. I believe it's missing the missile, but this thing had a very nice wide interior. You can easily accommodate your 6 and 6.5 inch figures. Hell, it would probably fit 7-inch figures in there. And it's more or less a normal looking Batmobile. And although I don't have this unopened, I did get the Bat Horse because it's a Bat Horse. I feel like I really wanted to have this. It is quite a bit too small to work with 6-inch figures though. Now we have these two special commemorative limited edition Batman figures. On the left, we have a limited edition 100th Batman figure. This would be Kenner's 100th Batman. And that's a very big accomplishment. It is kind of a crappy looking figure. Silver. The background looks kind of cool. A brick wall, sort of a Batman head on it. 100th edition Batman. Limited 100th edition. Very impressive collector's packaging. Not much going on either side. Bottom, a little barcode. The back, there is a checklist here of the other 99 figures leading up to this point, all from Kenner, which eventually turns into Hasbro. Then we have this 1997 commemorative edition Batman, 1997 commemorative limited edition Hong Kong Batman. Now it has two flags for Hong Kong. They have fallen over time. He's supposed to be holding them. It's a gold, shiny Batman. Got the Batman logo at the bottom. Backside here. A little description of what's going on. A couple of pretty special, different packaging Batman figures. And here's the 100th edition Batman on the left, next to the 200th edition Batman on the right. By the time the 200th Batman figure came out, Hasbro had taken over Kenner, but they kept it going and kept track of their Batman releases. Now I'll move on to the Warner Brothers store exclusive figures. I don't even think the Warner Brothers store is a thing anymore. These were repaints of Legends of Batman figures only available there. These are in the purple packaging. I am missing Dark Warrior Batman and Gladiator Batman in these packaging. We have Buccaneer Batman, First Mate Robin, Catwoman, and the Laughing Man Joker. Straight up re-releases, but repainted. Batman, Special Legends Edition, Buccaneer Batman. The same accessories, but everything's painted different. Backside, you can see there should be 6 figures in this wave. Batman, First Mate Robin. It's going to be your Pirate Robin again, painted differently, accessories painted differently. Back, the rest of the figures, him using his accessory. Then we have Catwoman. She looks a little bit different. Purple, but black in the center. Same accessories. Her using the accessories. The rest of the figures. And the Laughing Man Joker. It's going to be Pirate Joker, repainted in black and dark purple colors. He's got the same sort of Gatling gun. Here he is firing his accessory. The rest of the figures. Now, I didn't have any of these repaints as a kid. In fact, I didn't even know this line existed until I was an adult. I don't think there was a Warner Bros. Store anywhere remotely close to me. Here would be the next assortment of Warner Bros. Store exclusive figures. These have sort of a darker packaging with a red Batman face in the back. Special edition Crusader Batman. Repainted in sort of the gray and black coloring. The original one was blue and black. That same missile launcher we've seen so many times. Backside, he's using a missile launcher. A bunch of other figures in the wave. Power Guardian Batman. Another repaint. Got a couple swords. He's using the swords. A bunch of other figures. Here's the repainted Cyborg Batman. Looks cool. I'd say the original looked better. Missile launcher. Using the missile launcher. Other figures. Special edition Future Batman. Once again, I think the original looked better. Still has a great accessory. Backside. Here's the accessory in action. And the rest of the figures. Special edition Night Quest Batman. Very odd color scheme. Orange. Has the same sort of fiery missile launcher. Once again, the original paint job was better. Here's Azrael firing the missile and a bunch of other figures. And here's the special edition Nightwing. Repainted. He's missing that sort of yellow thing that goes across his chest. The paint job is worse on this figure once again. Using a missile launcher. The other figures. So here would be the last wave of Warner Bros. Store exclusive figures. These are all repaints. They have a red background with a blue and gray Batman. Here's special edition Samurai Batman. Repainted. Colors inferior to the original, but it looks okay. Back, you can see him swing his accessory and the rest of the wave. Then we have Viking Batman. Paint job is inferior to the original. Here he is holding his various accessories. Rest of the wave. Here's Longbow Batman. Color scheme's kind of different. A little more green. Kind of gives me a Robin Hood vibe. He's got his knife, quiver, bow and arrow. Here he is using the accessories. The rest of the figures. Then we've got Knight's End Batman. Azrael's Batman, repainted in a red and black color scheme. Not necessarily accurate, but is visually pleasing. On the back, you can see him using his missile launcher. The rest of the figures. Here's Crusader Robin. Paint jobs, interesting. Probably not as good as the original. Backside, he's geared up with the armor, firing his missile, other figures. And here is the Riddler. Pre-posed in that horrible position, same accessory, repainted, pretty much the same color, just a little bit more metallic or shiny. Backside, he has a missile launcher, and the rest of the figures. So that's my Kenner Legends of Batman collection. It's a pretty cool collection, although they went in a pretty weird direction after the first wave with all the Elseworld stuff. and I love the Elseworld comics, but I definitely prefer my figures to be sort of standard, regular incarnations I can use in a lot of different scenarios. A lot of nostalgia attached to this line. I had a lot of these figures. This is when figures were getting better and better and better, but still pale in comparison to what's out there today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next video is going to contain my Total Justice and Justice League of America Batman-related figures. This is dHunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure collection and action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is dHunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.